Mary Jo Fernandez will be joining us to call that match, and here she is on it.
Thanks, Cliff. We got a great match coming up. Monica Seles versus Martina Hingis. One player depends on strategy to win. The other one depends on power. We're going to look for Martina Hingis to get a lot of first serves in because Monica Seles will be looking to pounce on her second serve. Also, the longer the rally goes, it favors Hingis. I'm looking forward to this battle. Back to you, Cliff.
Thanks, Pam. So am I. Looking forward to seeing you for that match. Remember, this is the first of the two matches coming up today in the women's semi-final matches. We're in the second set, 3-2. Mauresmo leading on serve first set to Davenport.
Well, Cliff, Mary Jo actually had a chance to stop the win streak of Seles very early. They played in the semifinal in 91 of the Australian. It was 9-7 in the third for Seles, and Mary Jo had one match point. So other than that, Seles hasn't really come close to losing a match. A couple three-setters, but nothing like that match with Mary Jo.
That just makes it over, and it is love 30. Look out. 2-3.
Yeah, we'll sort of make a little note of that point because Davenport was in control, had to go to the one-hander slice. Mauresmo, all her backhands are one-hander, but when she's really under pressure, she goes with a slice.
Potential turning point. 15-30. Who are you picking in the second match?
Oh, I give Hingis a slight edge, but not much.
Close call.
Fred, that's just so helpful, isn't it?
When you can get that big serve like that, down love 30, dig deep. She's gone out wide. That time just a bullet right down the middle. Mauresmo will have a crack at this one, though. And she did. That's the good percentage play. She looks back over to her coach there. I think there might have been something going on there, but that was the play on the second serve.
There's Davenport's serving percentage, and she's won 67% of her first serve. On her second serve, not quite as good as the other night. She's at 50% for the match against Venus Williams. This is an unbelievable stat. She was at 81% of her second serve. She only lost 3 points all night on that side.
Turning this game around, Lindsay Davenport now has a game point. Down love 30 at one stage. 3-2 Mauresmo in the second.
You know, there's so many subtleties in being the #1 player in the world. There's obviously a lot of obvious things that go on, but coming back in a love 30 game with an ace and then a couple of more points in a row to now have game point, that is, when you're down 2-3 in the second set, this is really impressive, but needs to finish it off here.
Three games all. Pam, I'd mentioned it earlier. Do you think that the fear factor is a big one in this event?
Oh, it could be a little bit, always a little intimidating playing the #1 player.
You're watching coverage of the Australian Open here in the semi-finals of the women's singles. This is match #1. In the second match of the semi-finals, it'll be Martina Hingis and Monica Seles. We're in the second set. 6-4. First set to Davenport. It is now 3-all in the second.
Power to power here. Mauresmo on top. Fred, that was called good, was it?
It was called good. That's two of those in a row. It was the shrug from Lindsay Davenport, and then Mauresmo. Well, she pulled the trigger on that one, looked up to the grip, and a big smile on her face.
You can see that grip. You can see that's like that Sabatini backhand grip we were speaking about earlier, except much flatter.
Out of reach, great serve. Game point. These are delicate moments for both players. They're your winners and unforced errors.
Well, that's just truly amazing for there just to be one little number difference. One more error to Mauresmo. Must come on a big point.
Yeah, the biggest number difference is the first set score, 6-4. Now game point.
14.
Good serving there when she needed it. Couple of points, as a matter of fact. 4-3 Mauresmo, no breaks. Lindsay Davenport will serve and we come back. Second set, semi-final, women's singles.